Gina Martin joins us now with our Skywatch weather forecast. How is the weather for the parade looking?
You know, I got to see what a forecast is like on parade day. And it's looking really nice for them. They're going to get those nice sunny conditions, warm temperatures, kind of like what we dealt with today. Unfortunately for January 1st for us, looking a lot colder here. But we'll talk about that more in your full weather hit. A look outside right now, we're at 2 degrees. Some calm northeasterly winds. But, you know, even where that wind is coming from the north, still for a relatively warm air mass. So not expecting too much bite over the next 24 hours here when we look at temperatures around the city right now. 3 in downtown, 2 at the airport, and 3 degrees at Tazza Park. Big 4 Motors, Calgary's original Jeep store, and more in Tazza Park. A quick look at the next 24 hours here. We'll cool off to about -4 overnight. Relatively clear conditions, a chilly start to the morning, but up back into the positives for Saturday. But some cooler and maybe wetter weather is on the way, Jackie.
Okay, thanks. Right, let's check in on the weather again with Gina. And I'm wondering, are we going to be able to escape the rest of the year with this warm weather? I'm hoping so.
I wish I could say yes, but just enjoy Saturday, I would say, because we'll start to see the return of those more chilly temperatures and potentially some snow as well. And I know a lot of people like that, but if you are heading to BC, could be a little more dicey on the roads there this weekend. Great shot here through our Skywatch weather camera. The sun's starting to set. Nice clear day out there for us in the city. Some westerly winds helped us get to 6 degrees for our high as well. Calming down just starting this hour here. They were just out of the west at around 20 to 30 kilometers an hour the last hour or so here. But again, starting to see them come more from the north, but not pulling in a lot of chilly air. When we look at, you know, these color contours, we're seeing in the green there, those more mild pockets of air. So that's what we're benefiting from currently. 2 degrees in the city right now, 2 over in Lethbridge, and 1 if you're joining us in Milk River there. But like I was saying, if you go to the west more into those Kootenay areas like Cranbrook, they're expecting snow tonight and cooler temperatures. In central Alberta, 1 degree currently in the capital, and a chilly air mass right over Red Deer and Sundre right now, putting them at -5. Tomorrow, pretty decent out there, but we start to see more of that cooler air start to move in. So we're expecting a high of 3 degrees here in the city. Lethbridge managing to get up to 7, but even Brooks, a little chillier tomorrow with those cooler air masses working their way into the south part of the province here. Radar satellite, pretty quiet for today. We're in that calm stretch here, but bringing it out a bit more. What I'm keeping an eye on is this low pressure system over the Pacific right now, and this long atmospheric river. It's trailing in to parts of the states right now. We're expecting the influence of that wet weather later this weekend. So again, pretty calm on the futurecast currently. I widened the map so we could see what's going on stateside. But again, that system already bringing in snow to areas in the southeast corner of BC over the weekend here, which could make for some messy roads out there. But on and off clouds for us is what we're expecting heading into tomorrow. Some nice clear patches, but there you start to see the first sign of that snow starting to work its way up from the states into southern Alberta. That's as far as I can get with my model so far, but I'm putting on our 5-day here about a 30% chance of flurries onto Monday. Maybe even will creep into Sunday as well. You'll notice the temperatures as well over the next 5 days. Saturday's decent, but we get that cooling trend start to kick in on Sunday, and by New Year's Eve there, you're going to want to have the jacket with a low of -16.
All right, let's head outside to Gina Martin with our first look at the weather. Hard to believe today is December 27th.
I know, final Friday of 2024, and it was an above seasonal one out there. Just a beautiful day and a nice clear evening so far. Very calm winds outside right now. Temperature wise, we're sitting at a pretty nice above seasonal 2 degrees right now. Managed to get up to 6 degrees for our high earlier today. Now, when we look ahead, Saturday's looking pretty decent as well. So that one tip about if you don't want to spend money, just go out for a nice walk with a friend. Tomorrow might be the day to do it. We'll get up to a high of 3 degrees out there. Before we get to that high, though, a little chillier start to the morning with -3 when you wake up tomorrow. Mix of sun and cloud, but yeah, a really nice looking Saturday, but colder weather is on the way.
All right, Gina, thank you so much. All right, let's bring in Gina once again. This mild weather as we're closing out 2024, will it last?
That's the big question. Well, no, it's not going to last. Spoiler alert. A really nice day today. Tomorrow's actually looking pretty mild as well, but we will see more cooler winter-like conditions return before we're done with this year. Right now, we're at -1 in Lethbridge, 1 degree over in Pincher Creek, and we're sitting at 2 degrees currently here in the city. A little to the north of us, up the QE2 there, -7 right now in Red Deer, while Edmonton's at +1. So we're seeing a lot of contrast in our temperatures, a lot of varied air masses, some warm, some cold. But by the end of this weekend, it's going to be mostly cold. Now, looking at tomorrow, though, we still managed to have one nice above seasonal day ahead of us, 3 degrees for us in the city, even warmer the more south you go in Lethbridge there at 7 degrees tomorrow. But we'll start to see more cool air move in, and then we have the potential of some wet weather working its way into the forecast on the back end of the weekend there. Obviously a very quiet radar satellite over the province right now, but when we broaden this picture a bit, look over the Pacific at this low pressure system, it's bringing quite a bit of precipitation into areas along the west coast right now, and we're expecting to see some of that precipitation later this weekend. So I broadened our map here to get a better glimpse of what's happening stateside. On the other side of the mountains there too, wet weather could happen tonight in the form of snow and continue throughout the weekend, making for messy highway conditions. But really, Saturday is looking pretty uneventful from a condition standpoint in the province here, but then we start to see that wave of precipitation start to pick its way up from the States and work its way into Alberta. This is as far as my model run goes, so that's 4 o'clock on Sunday. So it looks like that precipitation could make its way to Calgary by Monday here, and you're going to notice the temperatures getting colder after tomorrow. -2 on Sunday with a mix of sun and cloud, -5 for the high on Monday there with that flurry potential. And then when we look at New Year's Eve, it's going to be a chillier one with a low of -16, probably close to midnight there. And then we're waking up on Wednesday, first day of 2025, with some cooler below seasonal temperatures, a high of just -12 for the first day of the new year with a low of -17.
All right, Gina.
Welcome back. Happy final Friday of 2024. Really nice clear evening tonight. So right on par with that beautiful day we had earlier with all that blue sky, that sunshine, and the nice warm temperatures that went along with it. In fact, our high today was 6 degrees, well above seasonal, and we're currently at 2 right now. We will start to cool off to about -3 overnight, -3, -4. It'll be right at around 5 a.m. that we'll get the coolest temperatures before we start to rally on the temperature front once again. But really, Saturday is looking like the final day of these positive temperatures for the rest of this year. Very quiet radar satellite over Alberta right now, but when we expand this out, once again, just want to keep an eye on this low pressure system over the Pacific right now, really rocking some areas along the west coast there, but it will start tracking closer to Alberta in a couple of days. And of course, the system will weaken the more it progresses into the mainland, but by Monday, we could see snowfall totals up to 4 centimeters for the Lethbridge area, 7 centimeters in Milk River. But it's those ski resort areas that are really going to benefit from this snow. For us here in Calgary right now, again, we're a couple of days out, but it's looking like 1 centimeter, so pretty trace amounts. But if you are looking for more winter-like weather to wrap up the year, you're going to be in luck. We see that cooling trend in all our broadcast areas really starting tomorrow, but kicking into high gear Sunday into Monday, building cloud coverage as well. And then, of course, keep an eye out for the potential of flurries. But when we look at the big picture here, 10-day trend on temperatures, going to be very chilly by the time we get to Tuesday night there for New Year's Eve, and it's a brisk start to the new year as well.
Amazing conditions, Gina, to, end out the holidays. But January, the new year, it's going to be pretty chilly.
It's going to be a chilly one out there. So, yeah, we kind of got that mild Christmas in exchange for a cooler end to the year. But a great shot here through our weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors. Crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. My apologies. I have it is this picture. I have the wrong graphic up, but Richard taking this shot. So, Cam, I'll end on just a quick highlight highlight, I guess, of the day that was. We had a nice high of 6 degrees. Earlier in the day, the low was -3. We'll manage to get up to 3 degrees tomorrow. So a really nice Saturday ahead, but it will be some cooler temperatures as we get closer to the end of the year here. And like you were mentioning, by the time we get into Monday and New Year's Eve there, we're into the minus teens for our highs. So bundle up.
Bundle up. I agreed. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Have a great night.